no, I am not saying this just because of one game at the World Juniors, but the World Juniors as a whole, it does kind of play into it a little bit. Is Maxime Comtois the best Canadian prospect in the NHL today? Excuse me, not in the NHL, affiliated with an NHL team today? That is a very interesting question, and it's one that I believe has merit, and there are a lot of things that could come into play here to support that argument. But overall, a lot of people have, let's just say, differing opinions when it comes to who should be viewed as the quote-unquote best Canadian NHL-affiliated prospect at the moment. You got guys like Joe Veleno, Ty Smith, Cale Makar, and Evan Bouchard, all at the top of that conversation, as well as former first-round picks like Cody Glass, Nick Suzuki, and whatnot. But I think that Maxime Comtois definitely has the merit to put himself in that conversation and, to some extent, overtake it. Maxime Comtois was drafted 50th overall in the 2017 NHL draft. There are a ton of guys who were drafted before Comtois just in the second round. Guys like Cole Lind, Jesper Bogfist, Alexei Heponiemi, Anderson Dolan, Robin Salo. These guys were all drafted before Comtois in the second round in 2017. And Comtois was always somebody that a lot of people had their eye on, especially going into this season. Because Comtois, playing for the Victoriaville Tigers, was a man amongst boys. 6'2", 210 pounds. He was a total beast, and overall, people were really looking forward to seeing what he would be doing when he developed into an NHL role, which, to the surprise of a lot of people, actually came this recent season. In 2018-19, Comtois suited up for 10 games for the Anaheim Ducks, the team that drafted him. That means that he killed off a year of his entry-level contract because he went over 9 games. In that 10-game span that he played with the Anaheim Ducks, that was mostly because they were injured, he got himself 7 points. He looked really good, and like a legitimate NHL player playing with the Ducks in their system. He got sent down back to Drummondville in the QMJHL because the only reason he was even there in the first place was because they were injured. So once the guys started coming back, Comtois sent back down. Even though he killed off a year of his ELC, it doesn't really matter. He's so good. And just playing with the Anaheim Ducks, 7 points in 10 games played. Assume he plays every single game in the NHL season. That's incredible for a 57-point pace. If you take a look at all the other NHL rookies that would have been second, just behind Elias Pettersson, he had a better pace than Brady Tkachuk, Andrei Svechnikov, Jesperi Kotkaniemi, all the other rookies. Comtois was better than, statistically speaking. And now, playing at the World Juniors, he got himself a 4-goal game last night. In the entirety of the World Juniors last year, he only got 6 points, 3 goals in 7 total games. Now he got 4 goals in 1 game, and that is tremendous growth. You could see it just watching the prelim games. He was a total man amongst boys. He was just dominating the competition left and right over here at the World Juniors in Vancouver and Victoria, running over the competition, burying things, sniping things, setting things up. Comtois has been an absolute beast in the prelim WJC games that we've seen so far. And in the first official game of the World Juniors yesterday, 4 goals in a 14-0 stomping of Team Denmark by the Canadiens, led by the captain Maxime Comtois. Now, Comtois is playing with Drummondville. He got sent back over there from the Anaheim Ducks, and he's starting to dominate things over there too. 7 total points in 5 Drummondville games. He's playing alongside of Joe Veleno, who's doing really well himself too. So that really begs the question here. is Maxime Comtois the best Canadian prospect not in the NHL today? Because if you take a look at it objectively speaking, who do you think is the better player right now? Cody Glass or Maxime Comtois? Evan Bouchard or Maxime Comtois? Joe Veleno or Maxime Comtois? The thing that Comtois has over all these guys is that he played 10 games in the NHL and he succeeded. He did extraordinarily well for a 19-year-old forward in the NHL. And I think that's the big thing that propels him over everybody else. So, is he the best Canadian prospect affiliated with an NHL club? Who knows? But he very well could be. And there is certainly an argument to be made that he is. Hope you guys enjoyed this Witcher Plus Gaming, and bye.